Hey, my friends, we will be right back to the show. But I have a question for you. Are you struggling with the impact of childhood trauma? Well, know that you're not alone. I'm here to let you know that I'm starting a brand new weekly coaching group that includes a year of life coaching, accountability, support, habit and goal setting, and more. I'm starting a waitlist for the group right now, and I'm only taking a handful of people. And I'll let you know that through this personalized coaching, we'll work together to help you understand how your childhood trauma has shaped your beliefs, behaviors, emotions, and will help you create a roadmap for healing and growth. Right now, you can schedule an absolutely free coaching session with me and get put on the wait list if you go to thinkunbroken.com. My friends, it's your time to turn your trauma into triumph, breakdowns into breakthroughs, and become the hero of your own story. And I'm here to support you in doing that. Just go to thinkunbroken.com to register for a free coaching call with me and to get put on the wait list for the brand new weekly coaching program. We'll be right back to the show. But before we do, I want to tell you about today's sponsor, factormeals.com, where if you go to factormeals.com/unbroken50 and use the code unbroken50, you can get 50% off your first order. That's factormeals.com/unbroken50. If you're like me and you are a person who is busy trying to create a life, heal, work on their health, wealth, and relationships, and not to mention deal with the day-to-days of normal life, you do not have time to be going to the grocery store and trying to figure out what you're going to cook every single day of the week. In fact, one time I did the math and I realized I was spending over 15 hours a week at the grocery store and cooking. When I added Factor, I got to use that time for myself, for my family, for my friends, for my community, and for my business. And so if you're in the place where you need some more support in the kitchen, head to factormeals.com/unbroken50 and use the code unbroken50 to get 50% off. Hey, my friends, we will be right back to the show. But I have a question for you. Are you struggling with the impact of childhood trauma? Well, know that you're not alone. I'm here to let you know that I'm starting a brand new weekly coaching group that includes a year of life coaching, accountability, support, habit and goal setting, and more. I'm starting a waitlist for the group right now, and I'm only taking a handful of people. And I'll let you know that through this personalized coaching, we'll work together to help you understand how your childhood trauma has shaped your beliefs, behaviors, emotions, and will help you create a roadmap for healing and growth. Right now, you can schedule an absolutely free coaching session with me and get put on the wait list if you go to thinkunbroken.com. My friends, it's your time to turn your trauma into triumph, breakdowns into breakthroughs, and become the hero of your own story. And I'm here to support you in doing that. Just go to thinkunbroken.com to register for a free coaching call with me and to get put on the wait list for the brand new weekly coaching program. Hey, what's up, Unbroken Nation? Welcome to the Think Unbroken podcast. I'm your host, Michael Unbroken, and this podcast is about helping trauma survivors let go of the past, overcome their fear, discover their identity, become the hero of their own story, and ultimately to be unbroken. Our goal in company is to bring on guests and experts in the fields of mental, physical, and psychological health to help you overcome the past, to take back your power. And in this podcast, we are unedited and unfiltered, and we're going to give it to you real so that you can start to create massive change in your life. If you're curious about learning more outside the podcast, you can get a free copy of my book, Think Unbroken, at book.thinkunbroken.com. That's book.thinkunbroken.com, where you can get a copy of my #1 best-selling book, Think Unbroken: Understanding and Overcoming Childhood Trauma. The most important thing that you can ever do, my friends, is show up for yourself, and that's where you are today. And I appreciate you. I have massive gratitude for you. And without further ado, let's get into the show. I'm on day 3 of taking a cold shower. Thought I would share that with you. This isn't the first time I've done this, actually. When I rewind to 2017 and 18, I was taking cold showers every day. Not for the entirety, but like 30 seconds, 45 seconds, a minute, minute and a half, 2 minutes. Like as cold as humanly possible showers because it was, remember at one point I was listening to, oh gosh, I don't even remember. It might have been Rhonda Patrick on Joe Rogan podcast, and she was talking about cold shock proteins and heat shock proteins, and how that there is this tie-in to long-term longevity. I guess it would just be longevity. There was this tie-in to longevity around exposing your physical body to prolonged periods of both cold and heat therapy. So whether it's like an ice bath or heat therapy, which would be like, doing a sauna. And I started doing these all the time. I was doing it literally every day. I would go ice bath, I would do sauna, ice bath, sauna every single day. And I was thinking about this and I felt amazing. It was actually one of the best that my body has ever felt, even with dealing with the inflammation and the chaos, the pain, the stress of travel, having an autoimmune disease, the whole nine. But it's been a minute. And I was in Ken Josling's conference. I'm thinking about this in real time. So sorry for the weird pause. And I was in his conference. It's called Create Conference for Entrepreneurs. And there was a guy who got on stage. A guy I've met before, actually. I met him in Miami at one of Grant Cardone's events, named Gary Brecka. Dude is a fucking genius. Like, he might be the smartest person I've ever met in person. And his story is incredible. His journey to wanting to create health for people, unbelievable. And he started this company called Streamline Health, and it's really about helping people not be a victim of the pharmaceutical industry and not be a victim to how poorly health is managed in America. And so he gets on stage, and this dude, I don't know how old he is. I'm going to guess he's in his early 50s. He's shredded and just super smart, like using words that I couldn't pronounce if you paid me $1 million. And I'm just like, yep, And he's talking about this idea that your life is about dealing with all of the shit that you need to do. And I was thinking about that. It hit me hard, right? You know how I feel. My motto of my life, a huge part of Think Unbroken, is about no excuses, just results. And I was thinking about it. I know how good I feel when I take cold showers, but I haven't been doing it. I know how good I feel when I force myself to run that extra mile, but I haven't been doing it. I know how good it feels when I do the things that I know I need to do. And there's an interesting ebb and flow to life. There are many, many days where I am like zero dialed in, have a perfect day, do exactly what I want to do, accomplish all the things. And then there's days that I don't. Now, those days are rare. I'll be fair. I'll be honest with myself. They're rare, definitely more rare than they used to be. And so once every couple of weeks, I'll find myself slacking off. And I just keep thinking about what Gary said. He said, deal with it. The pursuit. Here's what he said. This was a literal not literal, can't be literal, hypothetical. This is a hypothetical bat to my face. He said, and I want you to hear this. I really want you to hear this. He said, the pursuit of comfort is death. Like, I was like, whoa. And I realized I'm living life too comfortable right now. Yes, I'm doing a lot of things. I'm in the community. I'm showing up. I'm writing books. I'm publishing content. I'm coaching people. I'm working on a new program. I'm running my other businesses. I'm being a guest on shows. I'm traveling the world. I'm doing everything. But there's moments that I'm taking a little too easy on myself. Like that moment where I'm like, the thing that I need to do right now? I need to go get in that cold ass shower because I know it makes me feel good. But that little bit of suffering is so much that I put it off. There's a note. So I'm gonna do this in real time. So I got to get the iPad out. I'm gonna read a note that I wrote when he was speaking because it was so profound to me that I I think so often that the people who are the most successful in the world are the people who are willing to face the truth about who they are. And this is the note that he wrote. And where did it go? Sorry, give me a sec. I got to find this. I'm going to read this the right way. This is important. And I'm going to take back what I said a moment ago. Sorry, I feel discombobulated. It hit me that I said it wrong. So I want to say it right because I wrote it down. Aging is the aggressive pursuit of comfort. Aging is the aggressive pursuit of comfort. He said a 1 minute cold shower is enough thermal stress to strip fat off your body. We'll be right back, but I wanted to take a quick moment to tell you about the Think Unbroken 6-week trauma healing coaching program. If you go to coaching.thinkunbroken.com, that's coaching.thinkunbroken.com, you can sign up for the 6-week daily Think Unbroken Trauma Healing Coaching Program. In this program, we're going to go over the 6 principles of healing trauma, adaptation, understanding the impacts of trauma, how to become the hero of your own story, what to do next, and ultimately what it means to be unbroken. For more information about this 6-week coaching program, which you can download as an app on your phone and take with you everywhere, no matter where you are in the world, it's interactive. It's built about giving you practical tools that you can use in real time. And if you're ready for what's next in your life, go to coaching.thinkunbroken.com. Again, that's coaching.thinkunbroken.com. Now let's get back to the show. And when you take cold showers, your liver is releasing cold shock proteins, helping you get inflammatory properties out of your system. Now, look, you guys, I'm not a doctor. Don't sue me. Don't take this. Go talk to your doctor. I don't know anything about anything. But what I do know is that this guy is really smart, and I am not. I'm not smart in that category anyway. Not in the science, not in the research, not in the studies of these things. And and he said something in that moment of talking about this. And he goes, "You don't want to get in the cold shower? Deal with it." I was like, damn, I feel seen. I really did. In that moment, I felt seen. I was like, oh my goodness, he's right. Wow. He's spot on. I need to face this. I need to go get in a cold shower right now. And that was just a reminder about the things about life that we are not facing. The hard decision that we make today, that little piece within us that sits in us that says, I need to do this concept about what keeps you awake at night. Now, I'll be clear. Like I've never had a night where I was like in bed tossing and turning because I need to take a cold shower. Right. I want to be very, very clear about that. That's never happened. I never was like, oh my God, I'm going crazy. My life is a disaster because I didn't do an ice plunge today. That's never happened. But it's that little inkling. It's that little bit of us, right? I think about this concept of how you do anything is how you do everything. And being in this place in my life where I'm like, I'm not dealing with that thing that I know is going to make me feel better. And so I started again. I'm not telling you this for like, I'm not creating accountability around it. I'm not going to like be like, I'm going to do 365 cold showers. I'm not doing that. But what I am saying is I'm dealing with the pain of the moment and being willing to face the fear of dealing with what is in front of me. And applying that theology, I almost want to create this in a dogma in my life, to be honest with you. To just deal with the problem in front of me, to go figure it out, to go gung-ho, to be willing to step into it and say, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go. Suffer for a moment. Suffer for a moment so that on the backside you feel better. Because I promise you, I can't, if you've never taken a cold shower before, I want to preface this. It sucks. Like it sucks. There's no way around it. You know, there's guys like Tony Robbins. I think he does like a 35-degree ice bath every single morning. That sucks. I've done them before. It sucks. But when you get out, oh, my goodness, don't you feel good? I want you to apply that to the places in your life right now where you're not showing up. You know it sucks. You know the thing you have to do sucks. It's not fun. No part of you wants to do it. But can you deal with it and do it anyway? Right? It's that whole thing, no excuses, just results. Can you show up for yourself in all areas of your life? And the time that I got to spend with Gary Brecka, and I'm going to put a link in the show notes. If you're not familiar with him, I highly, highly suggest, and I've never said this on the show, I highly, highly suggest that you go and research him and you figure this out because you have to do this on your own. But I highly suggest that you research him and then go and buy his product. I'm not going to go into it because you need to research it yourself. Go listen to him on YouTube. He has a great show with Dr. Drew, and then go and get involved in what he's trying to do. If you're unhealthy, if you have trouble sleeping, if you have gut issues, if you can't think straight at night, if you have brain fog, talk to this guy. He is working with everybody right now in a way that is making their life beneficial. And look, I have no paid endorsement on all this. I'm not even giving you a link to go and find Gary Brecka or Streamline. I'm just telling you that I invested in it in myself because I talked to multiple people who have done work with him and they've had a complete change in their life. And so, again, that was a thing that I've got to deal with. Like, I'm looking at my life. I said my 2022 goal, my number one goal is health and longevity. So I gotta deal with it. So ask yourself today, my friends, Unbroken Nation, what are you not dealing with today? What pain do you need to get through to feel better on the other side? Go and tap into that because you know as well as I do, once you do, your life will be better. So Unbroken Nation, thank you so much for listening, my friends. I appreciate you. Of course, like, subscribe, comment, share, tell a friend. And until next time, my friends, be unbroken. I'll see ya. Unbroken Nation, hope that you just got a tremendous amount of value from today's episode. I want to know what you think. Please do me a favor and review, rate, and share the episode with 3 friends on social media today. It would mean the world if you did, because ultimately at the end of the day, creating community and connection is how we heal generational trauma in the world. And I need your help to do that, Unbroken Nation. So if you're on iTunes or Spotify or wherever you are, please like, comment, share, review. I want to know not only what you like about the show, but how I can make the show better, how I can make this further about helping you on your healing journey. So do me a favor, and when you do, shoot me a screenshot of you making the review to my DM at Michael Unbroken on Instagram so that I can have a conversation with you, say hi, and more importantly, so I can share it with the Unbroken Nation. Thank you so much, my friend. Hey, my friends, we will be right back to the show, but I have a question for you. Are you struggling with the impact of childhood trauma? Well, know that you're not alone. I'm here to let you know that I'm starting a brand new weekly coaching group that includes a year of live coaching, accountability, support, habit and goal setting, and more. I'm starting a waitlist for the group right now, and I'm only taking a handful of people. And I'll let you know that through this personalized coaching, we'll work together to help you understand how your childhood trauma has shaped your beliefs, behaviors, emotions, and will help you create a roadmap for healing and growth. Right now, you can schedule an absolutely free coaching session with me and get put on the wait list if you go to thinkunbroken.com. My friends, it's your time to turn your trauma into triumph, breakdowns into breakthroughs, and become the hero of your own story. And I'm here to support you in doing that. Just go to thinkunbroken.com to register for a free coaching call with me and to get put on the wait list for the brand new weekly coaching program.